All right, ladies, let's go. Round number 2, actually, in our final tournament. Nolpenki against Team Sharp. So we are going into the next match here. We're following Nolpenki a little bit after they were able to take down Demonic in round number 1. Team Sharp, on the other hand, was able to take Vizu Gaming down. And we are once again on Haven in another best of 1 setup as we're heading into the pistol round over here. Yeah, should be an interesting one. Again, no big changes coming through on the meta side, at least. If you're looking towards the lineup for Nolpenki, they're playing the exact same agents they were already rocking in the previous match on the same map here. But we have a couple of changes on the side of Team Sharp. So we have, for example, a Breach in, and we also have a Brimstone. Now, there's obviously a few changes that came to a lot of the agents, especially when it came to Raze and Brimstone, a few others. They Breach, for example, they need now more points towards the ultimate before they can use it, so that's actually already a big one. But at the same time, Viper has probably seen the most changes, and we haven't seen her in the tournament yet. As the attack already, though, Jet is going out a little bit deep. Everybody is on a short, at least, and they're actually starting to fall back a little bit. And Vac has theoretically a chance to push through here. Oh, misses the shots, though. Gets one oh my god! Vac is able to take 2 of them down after all. Wasn't off to a good start here. And we're going to take another look at this one. Yeah, that was actually a bit crazy if you think about it. So he misses the first few shots, but he gets another headshot connected, goes in for the second one, dashes out, but at least towards the end, Brimstone is able to annihilate him. Now it's a 4 versus 2 setup, though, as we still have an approach towards A from Team Sharp. And they only have Sage and Brimstone here. And Brimstone has 0 hit points pretty much. He had 2, so now finally he receives the heal. That's going to help him. That's obviously also what they were waiting for here. The cooldown to come back, but still, it's going to be a tricky endeavor to push through here and take the opposition out. And there's the rotation now that they've been spotted. Raze and Omen are making their way over towards A immediately. The spike plant alone is going to be great for them. Yeah, goes down, keeps us with the last man standing. Mushroomy for Team Sharp is trying to hold it for as long as he can. Already put the ice wall down onto spawn. But yeah, that's the end for him. Omen coming through from A long and just shooting Sage in the back. And that's the first round for Nolpenki. So they started off again with another victory on the defender side. So yep, nicely done. The fuse comes through, and that brings us straight into round number 2. Team Sharp, at this point, let's have a look. We already have a couple of sheriffs bought by them. Okay, no commitment over here, but it's time for some SMGs and bulldogs for Nolpenki. They had a really good run in the first tournament on the defender side, but I gotta say that they struggled a bit once that they were playing attackers. I mean, there's obviously always a bit of a misbalance or unbalance if you are talking about defenders and attackers here, but it was pretty impressive to see Demonic claw their way back into the game after initially falling horribly behind. I think the first half ended with a 9-3 score in favor of Nolpenki, so we'll have to see if they're going to struggle a little bit more on the defender side. Destrian already, oh sorry, on the attacker side obviously, when we reach the second half. Destrian already gets a kill here, so 1 is already down, and a few shots were fired towards Sage 2. Vac again with 3, and the spike is on the ground here. Sage is trying to wrap around, as Cypher is still making a little bit noise over on C. The problem is that we now have still another setup with another kill. 4 kills in total by Vac over here, as he takes the last one as well and puts the second point onto the board. Obviously, we're looking at an eco round on the side of Team Sharp, so that victory was to be expected. But they would have loved to get a bit more out of their time. Yeah, fair this time with the operator. Doesn't have enough money for even a light armor. Only 100 credits left for him. A few kills would of course have helped there. But let's see if they can win this one. I mean, honestly, this one is incredibly important for them right now. It's always the same setup here. If you're saving on the second round, and with all the credits that you can pump into your equipment, you need to do a little bit better on the second one round. A bit of a push, by the way, through the double doors here. And double doors is currently held by 2. Brimstone is sitting tight over here, and that's not the only one. I mean, we have, first of all, Insider already lurking around. Alright, trying to go for it. Here comes Boo. They could try and get him right now. Yeah, Brimstone is already poking. Doma gets the kill. A bit of information been had as they're going for B and A. The Cypher players are actually still trying to shut this down a little bit. I mean, there's still also one sitting just in the corner over on A, so no shotgun in this case, but he could technically get 1 or 2 kills if they are pushing through without checking the corner here. And the same is now also true for A long, where we now have Raze joining Cypher. Yeah, and he kind of messes up a little bit here. So it was already banged through the wall, and that was actually a nice move from them. But now heading over onto A, Vac gets taken down. That was an important one. Bisk is the only man standing, and he doesn't have the spike either. So that's a problem. He will have to move up to A short in order to grab it. And that's a big problem for him right now. There's weapons just everywhere, so you can start and pick one up too, but he already has a Phantom, one of the new skins as well, gets the information, and wants to go for the kill, but the spray is not on his side, and that's another victory for Nolpenki. And guys, this is a worst case scenario right now. For Team Sharp, this one hurt. They lost so much here. I mean, not only did they, like, let's face it for just a second. They heavily outgunned their opponent, lost the round, lost their gear, and the operator, for example, that we now see for Jet, was obviously picked up here too. So this is actually terrifying. A 3-0 lead for Nolpenki as they head into round 4 is absolutely insane. And there's very little to be done now on the side of Team Sharp in order to make this work. But yeah, Jet is already jumping out. Same time now, over here in the double doors. 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills! It's a triple, baby! As we have Destrian popping off, and it leaves us with only Cypher remaining. And it's a total shutdown that we're seeing at this point. I mean, he has to try and come back in order to take this. But already, Vac is starting to move through, and they get the kill. Doma takes Bisk down, and that is a 4-0 lead for Nol Penky as we're heading into round 5. Operators, at least again for Team Sharp. Obviously now they're also looking at enough credits to afford a full setup again. Well, with the exception of course, the light armor for Fair, but still, he's playing on the op anyways. Vask on the operator for the defending side. And we're going to have a bit of a look onto our 2 operator players here for sure. I mean, right now also Destrian trying to get the info immediately with the scouting arrow over here. Vac poking through the double doors as he did in the previous game quite a few times already. And he gets it! The kill against Inside. Immediately repositions. Nicely done. Good job by him. Is looking for another kill. Pokes out a bit, but has to be careful now too. Retreats, but that was still nicely done. Boo in the meantime gets another kill, and that's already 2 down for the attackers as they're starting to push onto A and through double doors once again. Spike is on the way too. And that could prove to be a little bit difficult. This is also another problem, but Fiend comes in with a kill. And that was an important one. Taking 2 down, actually. Able to take Raze and Jet both by surprise. Yeah, they didn't see that coming. And all of a sudden, it's a chance for the attackers to win this round after all. There's a little bit more information to be had. And Bisk comes in with a kill. Nicely done. Good job. And he gets another one. Bisk with a triple. And that's the first point on the board for Team Sharp. Things didn't start... honestly, things didn't look good in this round for them. But that's it. I mean, all of it started with a kill through the operator player, through Wack. And yeah, all of a sudden, it turned around with a triple kill from Cypher. And now we're looking at a 4-1 score. First point on the board for Team Sharp. Nice. The attackers are doing well thus far. Operator on both sides again. And already a reposition. I mean, again, if you're an operator player, what you always are trying to do, you're trying to make yourself as unpredictable as you possibly can, right? If you always play on the same position, then eventually someone is just going to zone you out and just take you down. And, well, Fair in this case, on his op, is able to get the first kill in. They're stacking this one heavily. By the way, last man standing, only man standing. Fiend with the kill against Omen. And now a 5 versus 3 setup in favor of the attackers. Raze is holding A. She's pretty much alone over here. Trying to get a kill at least against Sage. That one's out. C4 is being pushed out as well. But Fiend gets another kill in. And that puts us into a 2-man defense for Nol Penky. The spike is already down. Vac gets a kill against Fair on A long. Oh, and he has a kill against Joe. This is starting to get a little bit dicey. And Vac, he had enough of this shit. He jumps in and says, boys, I'm going to take this, and they're taking all of them down. Cho already eliminated everyone. Vac obviously a little bit salty at this point. Hey, bro, leave a few for me too. But they can go for the easy defense right now. Even a little bit of enemy taunting going on over here. But they're going to be able to win this round. Nicely done. Nol Penky with a good one. Yeah, able to take this one. Easy peasy. 5-1 score. And yeah, honestly, on the defender side, they're doing fantastic. We've seen it in the previous round. This one is proving it once again. Resources are there now, of course. They still have the operator, since Jet never died. But we have for Team Sharp also plenty of credits to go around that allows Fair to go for another operator too. But you can already tell on the minimap that we have another repositioning. I was actually starting to talk about it in the last round a little bit. But if you look at Jet, for example, Jet always moves around and just like tries to go for a different spot for the operator play. We saw Vac moving through double doors multiple times, trying to get an entry frag. He's been playing A long for the team in the previous round too. We have, by the way, a quick pause here. Seems like someone disconnected, so don't worry about nobody really moving around here too much. But just trying to get a different angle and making yourself a bit unpredictable when you play with the op is, of course, incredibly important. And I mean, generally speaking, Operator is one of the strongest weapons that we currently have in Valorant. And there's plenty of reasons for that to go around. If you compare the game to Counter-Strike, then you just have, in theory at least, so many more options to blind the opponent sniper player. And in Valorant, a lot of the utility gets already exchanged in the earlier stages of a round. So that makes an operator player incredibly dangerous as this continues. So with time, it's actually very likely that Riot will put a couple of changes in to make the operator less impactful. I mean, there's multiple ways how you can try and go about it. You could, of course, always attempt to, let's say, make the weapon itself a little bit worse, either increasing the price or making other changes. You could also just try and, for example, give additional utility to other agents so that they can put more pressure onto an operator player, force a repositioning, for example, or similar things. But at this point in the game, the operator is one of the go-to weapons for agents like Jet. We've seen so many Raze players, of course, playing with an operator too. We can always use the C4 to get a bit of a high ground position, just change the angle slightly, try to get on one of the boxes, try to get onto another spot that you can't reach, or simply reposition quickly after taking your initial shot there. And well, heading into this one, as you can see, there's not a full buy available for Team Sharp, but they have now an operator again on Fair. And despite the fact that they lost the last round, let's not forget that they got the opening frag. So that was a super important one for them, but they weren't really able to follow up on it. But on this one, I'm a bit curious to see where especially Jet positions herself. And now also talking again about the ults, by the way. You see that we have 4 ults in play for Team Sharp alone. And we have actually, in this case, the changes coming through that I pointed out earlier when we started all of this. Because now you have multiple agents that need now 7 ultimate points in order to actually get an ult out. And as I mentioned, Raze and Breach are 2 of those examples. So as the game continues and we're heading into round number 7 and starting things off, we already have a quick look onto Jet, and this time Vac with the operator is actually sitting onto B and is having a closer look onto window, but also a bit of a poke onto C. Yep, that's the first one, trying to lock this one out. It's a Raze versus Raze setup, but the defenders aren't poking, at least not now. Yeah, Cho gets a kill against Bisq. So far, Jet has nobody really in the crosshairs, but there it is! Mushroomy gets the kill against Vac. Comes around the corner a bit quicker and uses the Vandal for the quick headshot. Nicely done. Could only catch it on the minimap there, unfortunately. My bad, was a millisecond too late. But over here, they're still zoning this one out. But it means that we have a 4 versus 4 going on now. And the spike is slowly traveling over towards A, which is held by Cypher. And even the operator player, Fair, is now making his way towards the spot. Now camera is already up. Omen is still waiting in the cone over here. And there's the Resurrect as well. Nice. Nicely done. So Bisq is still up. There's an attempt of Destrian to get the Hunter's Fury through, but he's not able to get a kill. Was able to dish out a bit of damage, don't get me wrong, but he didn't get the kill there either. So now it's a 5 versus 4 all of a sudden. And this is going to make it a bit tricky. The defenders, as you can see here, Cho is currently on the low ground as well. And there's the approach as he is getting completely smoked out by Breach. They're swarming it, and there's the kill as we have Fiend again taking another frag. There's the spike plant, 10 seconds were left. A little bit of Sova action through the darts, but that wasn't really enough here. Omen is trying to move in from behind. They don't really have a lot of time there, but Fiend is a bit low, but he's going to run into Omen in just a moment. And is actually trying to reposition here. And he's positioning to delay a defuse. But now he has to go up against Omen as Fair takes Deathstrand down, and Omen is having none of that shit. Comes in and gets the hit connected. Finds himself together with Raze, the last one standing, but it's a 2 versus 2 situation. And another operator snipe against Doma, who is the only one that's still in here, but gets the headshot, trying to move around the corner. And of course, once again, we have to point out that time is ticking, and he is letting it go. He just takes the operator and retreats, gives them the win in the round. And that was a pretty good setup here from the defenders. I mean, honestly, grabbing the op was pretty important, and he was already low on HP too, so he pretty much just said, alright, I won't be able to get the kill. I can't go for the defuse. If he plays time, I have a problem. So instead, they're going to save the operator. They have still a 5 versus 2 lead, so a bit of a strategical choice being made here. Boom himself now is going immediately onto the box on B. And Jet is back to her old shenanigans. So I've been talking about it earlier, but here's the double door peek that we've seen now multiple times. And that's an easy one right there. Vac gets the kill, comes in, zips away, and has the opening frag. That's exactly what they're going for. And instead now, they move straight through the middle. Vac is already jumping in as we have Omen at least eliminated. Oh, oh my god! Yeah, that was a bit of an awkward one. He misses the operator shot, switches guns right away, and then is able to get the kill in regardless, but holy hell. There's another one. 3 kills for Jet, and that's another round for Nol Penky. But Jesus, let's take another look at that. So he comes in, he pushes through the smoke, and then just catches it, tries to get for the hit. Breach has no idea, but thankfully for Vac, he has the precision with a pistol to take him down. But that could have been a very, very awkward situation. 6 points to 2 as we're heading into round number 8. And another eco round for Team Sharp as they are running out of credits slowly. High ground position for the operator player as he's trying to check out the window. It seems like the attackers are looking towards the double doors once again, which has been a preferred spot for Vac the entire time. But in this case, nice. Trying to go for the bait. Doesn't work out. Fiend is taking the opportunity to push around the corner and gets punished for it immediately. Second kill attempt by Vac, but yep. Tries to go for another one, but has to jump away from the setup here. Good kill for Vac. And he gets another one. Snipes them one at a time. I like the jump of Raze a lot. Trying to bait out the operator shot. One of the ways that you can try and deal with an operator player. Vac is patient enough to not fall for it. And then as Fiend thinks it's safe to go around the corner, he gets quickly punished for it. And now we have 7 points against 2 in favor of Nol Penky as we head into the next round here. A full buy is available for Team Sharp. No operator for them though. And again, the position over towards the double door. So as I said earlier, always reposition. We've seen Jet now with the operator on A. We've seen her on B. We've seen her at the double doors. And there's another attempt to simply quickly peek over here. Nothing happening. Nobody pushing in double doors just yet. But there is still a chance. Double checking as well, but has to retreat as Brimstone. Pretty much had a chance to take her down here. Needs to be really careful. You don't want to peek that, bro. Yeah, but he does, and he gets punished right away. A little bit of a weird choice. If I'm not mistaken, he also had a Phantom, which means that you can't go for that easy headshot with the Vandal. Push towards B now. Talking about Hushing Bisk is still sitting there. He could actually get the drop on Jet. He has a chance here. Yeah, well, instead, it's Jet who comes in and says, hello, sir. And gets another kill connected pretty easily. Talking about hits, we go, oh, beautiful headshot. Insider with a double. Nicely done. Oh my god, nice. Taking Jet down as she goes for a high ground peek into A. Well done, sir. There's the heal from Sage. So moving around to get that connected. Well done. Fair still attempting to control the window. Could use a heal too, but obviously that ability is on cooldown. Yeah, and here's the blind. As we have Doma with a double kill, taking Insider and Mashumi down. Another attempt, buying a little bit of time, but it's just not happening. No, Doma and Omen. You have too much control over here, and Omen in particular, or Doma, sorry, getting the initial kills in. Sexy skin setup here, by the way. And the new skins looking pretty good here, and that particular tint is looking very, very solid. But another point for Nolpenki. Yeah, they're doing fantastic in the tournament. They are eager to lock down the prize pool. 1,000 euros are on the line. Still not a full buy available for Team Sharp, by the way. They just don't have enough money right now. And that is pretty horrifying if you think about it. I mean, Nolpenki won now 3 rounds in a row, which means that Team Sharp gets 2,900 credits every single round now. And they still aren't able to go for additional full equipment, so they have to commit to another round with only sheriffs, who already taken a kill right over here. But at least Vac is taken down. Yeah, the sheriff against the operator, and the sheriff player wins. Not sure what to tell you here. A little bit of a wallbang setup, and Fiend goes down as Omen is having none of this. At the same time now, Doma still playing it out with the Phantom over on C, and he's up against 2 now, unbeknownst to him. The last 2 standing. The heal is already through. And they have to push in for this one. Well, good luck with that, my friend. Boo already taking another kill. That's the 3rd one for him. Gets finally eliminated here as well. But Doma comes around the corner and gets the counter kill. Gets the trade. 9-2. 9-2. And we are looking at the last round in the half. Big lead for Nolpenki. Big lead for them. Finally, a more or less full buy for Team Sharp, which allows Fair also to add another operator to his buyout, so his loadout. So now a chance to maybe get that opening kill. But you already guessed it, we have more than 1 operator in play here, since of course Vac has another one to play around with. And he's already taking a bit of a peek over towards the double door setup. And talking about double doors, look who's aiming on the double doors. Fair is really sitting there because he says like, yeah, we had too much early on of that jet rocking the shots here time and time again. So this time we have to do something about it. A little bit of a cuddle mode, by the way, as Raze and Sage are sitting neck to neck here. That could become a little bit weird. Sitting in the corner, windows, so far nobody has really peeked around this. Talking about peeking, at this point, once that the smoke is gone, there's at least 2 that could potentially be taken out by Vac. And yeah, they know exactly that he might be there. He's been there so many times right now that they know this is going to be tricky. But it seems to be a move over towards A, and Nolpenki has pretty much abandoned it. I mean, not quite. We have the first few hits over here, a little bit of damage against Doma. Destrian actually went down. Okay, there's at least 1 hit, but Fiend gets the kill. They want to at least get another round here. If they make it a 9-2-3 in the first half, then maybe on the defender side they have a chance. Who gets the kill against Bisk? There's another quick heal, and that puts it into a 4 versus 3 situation in favor of in favor of Team Sharp. And there's a revive available. If Sage is able to make it onto A, she could go for the revive. So that's pretty important there too. Insider gets the kill. He definitely is hurt. Only 10 hit points remaining. But Sage might be able to get a heal through. Goes for the revive. Bisk is back to business. Has a kill for a kill. But that is the win for Team Sharp as they get another point. A little bit more ult action happening over here. But this round is over. And that puts us into the second half of this second round of the Clutch Battles final tournament. Back to the pistol round. Back to the basics over here. Okay. Yeah, defender side is going to be rough. I mean, it's a chance, obviously, for Team Sharp to now return the game slowly and maybe really grab a few rounds here. If they win the opening round, that would be fantastic for them. But if Nolpenki, for example, is able to now rocket on the attacker side too, this could be a quickie today. And they kind of crushed through the early rounds in the first round of the tournament. But we'll see. Couple of ghosts in play. A lot of light armor for the defenders. And it seems like we're mainly going through the double doors again. Yep. Time for a little bit of double door action. Already smoking over on B. Okay, there's at least one trap wire. We could run into in just a second. Yep, there it is. Take it down and make the move onto Z immediately. Dashing out, all right. And there's the kill. Biz gets the first one. Inside, another one. Doma as well. And we still have Doma in an attempt to get the C4 in. A beautiful kill against Fair. Gets the headshot connected. Tries for another one. But Fiend is paying attention and is able to take Raze down. He claims the life of Cypher. And now we're looking at a 1 versus 1 setup. Omen against Brimstone. Fiend still pushing out a bit. And we have Omen on C-Long. 69 HP for Brimstone. And switching it over to Boo, we're looking at 49 for him. A slight advantage. Both of them with a Ghost. And he is trying to go for the spike. 32 seconds remaining. A little bit more time left. Checks the corners. Slowly. Gets the spike. Can go for the plant. The plant alone obviously gives you the 300 credits in the next round for every single one. So that's already a big win if you can make that happen. And he's going to put it. He's putting it down.
Spike planted. Shadows.
And here we go. Has already the blind set up. He has no idea. Brimstone versus Omen. Yeah, he's double checking. Could be close, coming in from behind, trying at least, finds him, and gets the quick shot here. Fiend with the triple kill, winning the round for his team, and that's point number 4 on the board for Team Sharp. Nicely done. Good job by him. And yep, that was a pretty successful setup there, and obviously Omen caught off guard a bit. Did not expect him to come in from behind. But off we go, round 2. Marshall in play, actually. I mean, Marshall is actually an interesting weapon, because Marshall in the second round, it's pretty much you saying, hey, you're not going to invest into any armor, and then I can go for a couple of easy one-shots. So, a Marshall on Bisq and Fair. Now, in the second round, or sorry, in the third round, if you take the second, and you're still stuck with Marshalls, that doesn't really do a whole lot for you. But in this one, that's a very, very different story. So over here, the Marshall play can definitely do wonders. And they are already checking what's happening on C-Long, at least for now. The push towards B, by the way, from the attackers, as they are looking for the double doors again. Bisq is currently trying to make sure that nobody is rushing him through the double doors. But it's Fiend again, with 1 kill, with 2 kill. B is getting attacked, and apparently they didn't have enough just yet. They're smoking it out, but there's the Incendiary, and the Boombot is also now starting to move in. And yeah, it's gonna get a little bit tricky over here. Fair gets 1 kill. Destrin is also down. And there we have it. The 2 of them enter the smoke at the same time, and Show can only kill 1 of them. Fiend gets another kill, and that's still 5 eliminated and 4 men on the board. So a pretty successful round for Team Sharp. Obviously an eco round for Nolpenki, but still only a single agent died for Team Sharp. And now we got the operator in play for Bisq. Upgraded here right away. Simply threw the Marshall away. You don't see that all that often, that a player is willing to just throw a weapon away that he bought in the round before, simply to upgrade here. I mean, the Marshall is not really the most expensive one, but now we have operators in play for both players. In this case, it's actually Cypher that takes it for the defender side. All right, so Bisq the 1 gets boosted up. Nice, I like it. Yeah, bit of a different position for him now. So a nice boost onto the high ground on C. Nobody going for C, by the way. And Vac gets a kill against Mushroomy. Positions a little bit differently towards A now, but A short has already been eliminated. We try to get a little bit more out of this one too, but the rotation towards the middle has now happened. Insider, on the other hand, gets the kill against Boo, so they are still guarding this. Quite nicely, I might add. But Vac gets another kill. And he's not the only one. I mean, we're talking about Fair over here. But Destrin gets a... Jesus Christ, Vac, calm the fuck down. Gets a 3rd kill here. I mean, this guy is just sniping them one after another. And finally gets eliminated as Fair is saying, okay, I got enough of this shit. Someone has to shut this kid down. And he's the one to do it. But he's also the last man standing for the defenders. And the attackers are really looking at a great setup over on C. Planting for long, so they can simply poke through long. And there's also Cypher to be accounted for, who's making the rotation over spawn. Yeah, no operators anymore in this case. And I don't really envy Fair right now. And he's obviously, I think he's going to try and save. There's just no way that on C you're going to be able to take 3 agents down and go for the defuse. I mean, with a little bit of luck, he's going to be able to get the kill against Cypher here. Yeah, they're dancing around each other on B without even knowing about it. Yeah, is he going to check it out? Yeah, Cho gets the kill. Nice. Yeah, and that's double digits now. Nol Penky with a 10-5 lead in this match. And another operator here getting thrown around. That needs another one. And he deserves it too. I mean, he has 21 kills at this point. Vag is absolutely just crushing the kill count here. Now, to be fair, he also has the most deaths on the team, but still, 21 kills is pretty sick city. So he's going to have fun with that. And we're going to take another look at his plays, because he's obviously going to look to get one on A long now as well. It's not the only one on the other hand. So Vag already pushing through, doesn't get the kill, repositions, and is on 53 HP, tries to smoke them out. Doma with the C4 gets the kill against Fair, and they're all still sitting here. But look at that, someone moved to the top. Mushroomy says, well, I don't care. Fiend pushed in too, so Omen would have fallen one way or another, I suppose. And he's already going for the ult, theoretically. Bit of a push over here. Strand gets a shock dart through. Wall, pretty nice setup here for them. I like that. Mushroomy takes Vag down. That's the operator player out of commission. And they're still waiting on short to try and take him down here. But keep in mind that Brimstone ult is still in play. Doma gets a kill. Sage is down. That was an important kill, of course, too. No ult for her, but still. 3 versus 2 setup. 3 versus 3, actually. They could still rotate, but they don't do it. They got some time left. 45 seconds. That's plenty. But with 20 hit points on Destrian, this is tough. They don't have a Sage player. There's no heal for them. Cypher's already sitting on B. He knows that there's enough time for them to rotate. But they're still trying to wait this one out. And Breach and Brimstone are waiting on A. The bearded duo. And there it is. The wall bang kill as Fiend takes the kill. 15 HP missing. Oh, sorry, remaining as the showstopper didn't get a kill against him. Raze is all alone. There's absolutely no way. Absolutely no way for her to make anything happen. I mean, she doesn't even have the spike right now. Time is running out. Doma is going to try and save the weapon. That's all they can really hope for. And they're just sitting above her. Defender's winning. Nobody peeking. Someone jumping down. Yeah, nobody's committing to it. 10-6. Team Sharp, ladies and gentlemen. They're doing what they can to come back into this game. And they're getting a little bit closer. Every single round. They won 3 out of the 4 rounds in the second half. 3 out of 4 ended in their favor. So if they can continue the trend, they will eventually draw even with Nolpenki. But the attacking team, eager of course now, with another more or less full buy. Not quite. I mean, we got a Bulldog. Vag hasn't done anything in regards to Wicket because he has his ult up still. So Jet has a chance to utilize that to get some kills in. Starting to move through the double doors again. And in this case, go up against Insider. He's already starting to wallbang that a bit. He knows that they're coming. Jet is starting to hunt him down quickly, but gets taken apart by Bisq. Nice. Good kill for the Cypher player. Bisq gets another one. Yeah, he's doing a great job here. Insider is already moving in to help him out. But the attackers are also now coming in. Over here, Cho goes for the ult. 90 HP is still remaining for him. Attacker's gonna get the kill, and they do. They get one. Boombot on the other hand. And the defenders win another one as the Boombot distracts Cho, the Cypher player. Had to take it out, and that's the opportunity for Raze to move around the corner, get another kill in, and put another point onto the board. So now 10-7. Right here. And an eco round. They go eco. They go Sheriff. Sheriff against the Phantom. Yeah, with a bit of good aim and a couple of headshots connected, you might be able to take this one. Sheriff is actually insanely dangerous. I mean, again, it's one of those weapons, 800, it's not cheap, but it has incredible potential if you have the aim down. There's a quick push out to get the ultimate orb, and that's a potential revive for Sage. That was an important one. I mean, just look at the amount of ults that they have. They have 4 ults available right now. That's actually fantastic for them. Still, it's about the double doors right now. Omen has already pushed onto C, so that's good. Everybody is looking at C at this point. And Insider is trying to just slow them down as much as he can. Fair gets a kill. Who gets a counter? They might just be able to pick up a couple of weapons here. And they have control of C now. Yeah, they're still trying to get the kills here. Yeah, here comes the Hellfire. That didn't really do too much. Doesn't get a kill, but slows them down a little bit. Fiend, on the other hand, comes in and takes Doma down. Bull falls too. But the defenders are taken apart, guys. It's a victory for Nol Penky. In the round, the Sheriffs made it happen. 11 points to 7. And a thrifty victory for them. Now we're back to the operator. And no full buys available for Team Sharp. The problem for Team Sharp is really that we had every single round kill after kill after kill for Nol Penky. Even when Team Sharp was able to win the round, they suffered usually severe losses. And that, of course, meant that they had to rebuy everything. So now they have to go for a Bulldog and some light armor. Still good equipment, but definitely something to keep in mind here. And they stand deep now. Vag is already looking for more operator kills, but a pretty deep position here for them. Boo gets a kill. He's already the Sova player as he's trying to provide a little bit of cover fire. Boo is still sitting here over on C. Fiend gets one kill. Is looking for another one right now. Is actually moving over and gets the insta headshot against Boo. Tries for another one against Cho. That didn't quite work. But Vag is still hoping that he can connect another operator shot and give them the edge here. It's a 3 versus 3 setup. And they have the spike over towards spawn still, so they have to pick it up. Could make a rotation towards A. So far that hasn't happened here. A little bit of poking going on, and Vag is now repositioning after initially smoking it out. And gets taken down by Mushroomy. Heals himself quickly, still has the Resurrect available. So if he can make it over to C, he could technically also Resurrect someone here. It's a 3 versus 2 in their favor anyways, and also available for Raze and for Breach. But Mushroomy is sitting on A. And well, he's not the only one. Right now, there's the poke. Fair gets one. Destrian takes him down and makes him the last man standing. Up against 2 now. There's 2 against himself and he needs to be careful. Has to double check the window and gets taken from behind. Another kill for Mushroomy. Nicely done. And it's getting close. It's really getting close. 11 to 8. This is definitely doable. This is doable for Team Shark. Especially since Nolpenki can't afford a full buy now either. Now, don't get me wrong, they got plenty of money on the side of Cho and Destrian. So they can buy for the rest of the team as well. At least Destrian in theory can. But this is going to be a little bit tricky regardless. I mean, it's pretty much... They're going blow for blow. For every 2 rounds that Sharp wins, Nolpenki takes 1. And it's not going to be not going to be enough in the long run. So still another peek over there. Fiend and Fair already taking 2 kills, and that is insanely important. I mean, holy shit. Opening up with a double kill against Nolpenki right now, that's exactly what they need. It doesn't get more perfect. The Insider gets a kill now as well. Here comes Mushroomy. They are absolutely acing this round. I mean, holy shit. Yeah, that's nearly a kill for... against Cho, but he gets 1. Problem is he's down to 33 HP. And yeah, what are you going to do with that? He's not going to have a lot of fun with this. Nope. Fiend comes in, takes him down. Defenders winning another round, and we're looking at a score of 11 to 9. Yeah. It's getting hot in here. Fair with the operator again. Fiend has been beasting it. He's sitting on 20 kills. It's not quite on the same amount of kills that we see for Jet on the side of Nolpenki, but still. Fiend and Fair, they have been doing a lot of work here. And yeah, with Omen potentially poking over on C, needs to be a bit careful. C is stacked with 3 agents right now. Okay. It's definitely going to come down also a bit on if we get an opening kill again through back. Comes around. Doesn't get that. Okay. Oh my god, they're hunting Omen down. He's repositioning. Once, twice. Yeah, they wanted him. And Boo, actually the greatest game of 2020. Yeah, they really, really wanted him. And he's actually making it over now. In an attempt to take that. Talk about taking it. Oh! The older Brimstone, and he comes around the corner. Fiend, you beast!
Exactly where you
Sniffs him out in the window and is able to get the kill in. Now he's not able to follow up with the second against Doma, but he got some additional damage through. 3 defenders against 3 attackers, but the attackers are incredibly low at this point. Incredibly low. And let's not forget about those ults. Fea's already sitting at the top, gets the easy kill in against Bisk. Nicely done. Yep, and that was not where he was hiding. Sorry. But that's Doma with the kill, the triple for him. He attacked us taking it, and that's the first match point in the game now. 12-9. But holy shit. Yeah, Reyes was faked out a little bit. Fair, I don't know. He expected him to be underneath the window, but I could have sworn he saw him early on his screen, but apparently not. So he just jumps down, makes the wrong assumption, and then is getting killed from behind. Unlucky for him. He did a great job defending this round, but yeah, at that point, it just went all south. Now it's a 12-9 score, and that means that we have one match point after another. They're trying to go for C again, as it seems. Bisq is the only one sitting over here. 3 already making the commitment. Nobody poking out too deep yet. 2 ults available for Nolpenki. They got Sova and Reyes. And Bisq is holding with Breach C as much as he can here. So yeah, Breach the one to focus it down right now. He's the one to double check all of this. And they're rotating away from it. They're rotating away from C. They're starting to make their way over onto B and double doors instead. Already smoked out by Omen again. So they're already using some utility to keep the opponent guessing. And Omen is the only one who still is holding on to C right now. And obviously we have to keep Brimstone in mind too. He's the one holding double doors the entire time and peeking over to B occasionally. And B is going to be where they're going to try and make their move. And, yep, here comes Brimstone. Alright, that's the kill. Mashroomy and Fiend, they get 2 kills in. They're trying a few more. Already zoning them out as much as they can. The ult was shut down. And Cho gets another kill in. But that's a 3 versus 2 setup. Cho absolutely crushing here. But is it going to be enough? That's the big question. Boo and Cypher. The 2 of them are still up. And both of them are sitting outside of B. And the spike is right there. I mean, they couldn't get the plant through. Couldn't get the plant, but Cho gets the kill and gets annihilated. That's a 1 versus 1. This is for all the marbles. 10 seconds remaining. He needs the kill. He's trying for the plant, but he does not. He doesn't get Insider here. Insider, he wraps around, gets the kill, and it's a 12-10 setup. Okay. All right, ladies. Not a lot of money available for Nolpenki. They might have to let this one go. They might have to eco it again. Then again, if you think about it, they had multiple rounds now where they played with sheriffs only and absolutely crushed. So they had some really impressive setups in the previous rounds. So they definitely have what it takes here. Boo is the one that rocks a Vandal. So there's at least that. But they're starting to stack heavily towards A. Boo might be able to catch a rotation here. Yeah, they're going to peek on A here, slowly. Especially, of course, when we're looking over towards Vank. He has the ult ready. It's going to be big for them. If he can connect it. But they already lost one. They already lost Sova. And, of course, Vision has now also been granted. The ult of Cypher. Always nice here. And Omen is still sitting in garage. He's trying to move around here. Needs to be a little bit careful since we have Fiend in particular trying to hold the double doors here. They're already expecting him to move through there eventually. Yeah, right there. Fair gets the first kill. Tries to get a little bit more. We actually have Doma running in. Doma is down. And, well, what can I say? That leaves us with only the last man standing. And that is Boo. And he doesn't have a chance there either. Bisq takes him easy peasy with the Bulldog. And that is 12-11. We might go overtime. We might actually go into overtime for this one. Now, they got money. They got plenty. But they don't get an operator. No operator for Vac. We only have one for Fair. He's the only one on the defender side who can run with an op now. And he's gambling on A long. Big question is, of course, is Cypher gonna do him the favor of running straight into his scope? That's the only one. He's the one sitting on A right now. Not quite. Not yet. Same time now. Cypher over here. He's gonna go up against a couple. Went into the smoke, actually. Here comes the drone. The immediate retreat. Bisq is not the only one sitting tight there, though. Oh, that could be a kill against Jet, but they can't quite get it. 1 down. Jet still alive. 33 hit points remaining for Vac, and they got 3 kills already. 2 kills. 3, actually. So only 2 defenders remaining. They rushed on to C. They take the position. They plant the spike, and this could be the victory. Keep in mind, this is match point. This is match point. Can Team Sharp go for the overtime here? They only have 2 players remaining, but Sage has the ult. She could go for the resurrect, but is she able to push in? Is she able to make a move for this? That's the big question. There's still the operator play and a kill. Fair is able to get one, has the ult out, is trying to connect another shot, but Sage is down, and that's the problem. No resurrect available any longer, and planted on long. Big problem right now. Fair is the last man. He's going up against 3, and he is attacked from all sides at this point. The time's ticking, the bomb's ticking, and that is gonna be game. Fair gets the kill. It's not gonna be enough to win it for him. Destrian is trying to get the ult connected, and the attackers are winning this match and move on to the next round of the tournament. GG, and well played.